There we go. Cloak and Dagger Games. And Wedge and I was their publisher. Now let me look at my settings. Let's see what we can... Subtitles on? Yes. Full screen display. Click to advance dialogue. On. Colorblind friendly text. Let's do on. Speech volume. Now, this is the choice, my lovely people. Do we go original cast? Or do we want me to hear me make so many different blooming fake British voices? It will bloom off your blooming blooms. Your bloomers. Up to you, my chaps. Cockle doodle do. Let me look at... I've got a message on the Discord, so... I will have a brief look at that. You know what? Let me make it a poll even. Yeah, except it's not going to let me do it from there. If you think I should make silly voice noises, please press 1 in chat now. Depends if I feel up to doing all that dialogue. TARDIS, you know how I love talking. Let's do it. What's it called? If we get tired of it, I can always turn it back on. Oh, someone's coughing. Lovely animation. Absolutely divine. Miss Bateman. Welcome to Ticehurst House. It's been quite some time. Terrible weather this evening, is it not? Nurse Blaketon has had enough of me smoking inside. Makes her cough, you see. A bit of rain won't kill me, will it? Will it? Am I gonna get the consumption? No, wait, the pneumonia. That's the one. You mustn't be interested in me nattering on. Give my regards to your father. Miss Blaketon is preparing his supper. you one Scottish accent that Fu can get annoyed about later. Oh no. I have promised I'm never going to attempt a Scottish accent in that man's presence. You do look pale, Miss Bateman. Do head inside. You'll catch your death out here. That being said, his Australian accent's not that bad, but I'd never stop him from doing it. Never stops you. The excavation of Hobbs Barrow. I've been told I can vaguely do a Scottish accent that's a little bit like Fern Brady's. But I did that with my cousin, and my cousin was like, that's really good. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if an actual Scottish person would agree.
Dearest mother.
Oh, hello. I guess this is baked into the cutscene.
I hope this letter will reach you.
Yes.
I have spent these past years in torment, trying to piece together what remains of fractured memories.
That's a different game.
What I am about to recount to you will seem beyond comprehension, but I beg for your patience.
Mm-hmm. Sheep! Does anyone else see like a dark
I will endeavour
side
to
of that?
explain the events that led me to Ticehurst
Weird.
House that night.
Yes.
As far as I can recall, this whole wretched story started with the receipt of a letter from a Mr. Leonard Shoulder.
Not the shoulders.
The letter brought me to the isolated village of Bewley, deep in the moors.
Bewley. I'm actually not certain if this had voice acting in it when I played it for beta testing. No station master in sight. I hope the village isn't too far away. I can't recall our exact meeting place. Mr. Shoulder mentioned it in his letter. Oh, you got married in a place called Bewley. Or Bewley, as this is pronounced, yes. Just spelt differently. Left click to walk, interact, right to examine, so the standard way of doing it. We have a map when it's available. There's also quick save and quick load, and the escape menu. And, of course, our favourite, hold the space bar to show interactable hotspots. I understand. The game has been saved. I ought to read Mr. Shoulder's letter again. I can't recall the name of our meeting place. Oh, it's up here. Thank you. Dear Miss Bateman, I write this letter in the hope of piquing your curiosity. I read about your expertise in barrows, and if I understand correctly, you're writing a book on them and the treasures they contain. I live in a village of Bewley, where the most special barrow can be found on the outskirts. It is a rectangular in form, and it's certainly tall enough to stand up inside. The place is steeped in local legend, and there's a rumour of secrets to be found deep within. I hope you will not misunderstand me and find this letter intrusive. If you wish to visit Bewley and excavate the barrow, I will please to be your guide. Please send your response to the Plough and Furrow Inn, Bewley. I shall await your letter. Yours respectfully, Mr. Leonard Shoulder. Oh, Miss Bateman. Oh, hello, there's a person on the other side. Marvellous news. I shall meet you at 8 o'clock in the evening on the 14th of this new month at the Plough and Furrow Inn in Bewley. The inn has fine rooms which you'll find adequate for your short stay. When we meet, I shall meet you Fuck me, I forgot to read. I shall tell you more of the circumstances surrounding the site, which can be referred to locally as Hobbs Barrow. It is not located on my own land, but we will have no issue gaining permission to excavate. I wish you a safe journey. I must make my way to the Plough and Furrow Inn. Madam, excuse me. Yes? I'm looking for the Plough and Furrow Inn. Do you know where I could find it? Young lady, leave the station and follow the dry stone wall for around half a mile. You'll come to Bewley, go straight ahead and you'll find the market square. The inn is to the other side of the square. Thank you very much. What can you tell me about Bewley? It used to be a thriving village, not so much now. I don't spend much time there these days. Are you local? Oh, yes, a local I am, but I don't live in the village. Where are you travelling to today? That will be none of your fucking business, young lady. Quite apologies. I wish you a pleasant journey. Hello there? Hello? Hello? The post looks unattended. A door of fine construction. I want to paint it green. Hello? No? Okay. Can I walk this way? I probably have to go this way towards the exit, but okay. Cool. Let's roll. What brings you to Bewley? Sorry, ma'am, I thought we were still talking. I beg your pardon. What brings you to Bewley, miss? Tell the truth. Nothing to hide. I'm here to visit a local landmark, Hobbs Barrow. I don't know why I pronounced it Hobbs. Welcome to... I've been hobbled. Hobbs Barrow. I can't say I've heard of it. For what reason? I wish to excavate it. Grave robber, are you? Not at all. I have merely an interest in antiquities. Not much to be found in Bewley, if you ask me. That's why I don't live there. I live around it. You're better off waiting for the next train back to the city. I'll take my chances. You can't say I didn't warn you. Oh, she didn't wait for the train. That was odd. And now I walk to this ominous sound. Oh look, a crow. A raven? No, it's a crow. Never sure which one's which, if it's a crow or a raven. But we keep walking this way. This is the market town square. Nothing to be seen here at the moment. The cobbler's is closed. We shan't be doing any cobbling. Oh, look, it's the Plough and Furrow. The sign is well out of reach. The Plough and Furrow Inn. The inn where I am to meet Mr. Shoulder. The Plough and Furrow. I have a bit of time. Before Mr. Shoulder arrives, I should inquire about a room. First, I shall talk to this thoroughly inebriated man.
Hello there. What's a young lady doing out alone in this sodding weather?
I'm heading to the Plough and Furrow. Hello, Steel Morrigan.
Bloody good pub, that. It's the finest ale in all the whole country. I'll take you there if you like.
I believe we're standing directly in front of it. Oh, you'd stay for this, but you're playing it, so I beta tested this, and I haven't played it since before it came out, and I figured enough time had passed that we could play this without me just being like, and we do this now, and we do that now, and this is how this is going to happen. So I figured it. It's been a year, over a year since it came out, so I figured good time, and I figured I'd turn off the dialogue and do my own voices because that's how I like to roll. But I will say, Steel Morrigan, excellent game. I think you will love this. You will adore it. I loved it. This was my favorite game of 2022. Even though I only played it when it was beta testing. But I was like, this is fucking amazing. Sean, you've outdone yourself again.
Oh, there we are.
Listen. Yes?
Give us a kiss now, won't you?
I forgot that you can humor him. I mean, the stiffed upper-crust lady that I've portrayed her as, she would probably deflect. But do I want to slap him or do I want to humor him? Press 1 to humor, press 2 to slap. Press 3 to be a good little girl and deflect the question. Anyone want to? Because I will humor him just for the lols. If no one's got any other objections. What do we press for orgy? Says Dee Dee. You'd press all 3: humor and slap and tickle him. I mean, what? Boop him. Would Boop be slapping then, Totus? Your time to override me with humoring is running out. Okay, the slapping. Okay. We're slapping him. How dare you! Oh, I have to put down my bag. Slap! Wench! And off he goes. Sober it up. What a buffoon! The slap, he deserved it. The slap heard all over England. D. England D, yes. Put my umbrella here. By Brolly. I should speak to the innkeeper about a room. But first, let's talk to a man. Good day, sir. Sir? Okay, sir is dead. No, sir is sleeping. A fine exemplar of inebriation. We also have this man, a miserable-looking fellow. He's playing a board game by himself. I think it's Three Men's Morris. Ooh, difficult to play by yourself, considering it's a one-on-one game. Good afternoon, sir. Nout for you here. I beg your pardon.
I said there's naught for you here, lass. Be on your way.
Charming. They're engaging in intense discussion. Hello, sir.
We're in the middle of discussion here.
Sorry to interrupt. Hello, miss.
What you want? Bugger off.
Oh, right. Fine. Innkeeper? Good afternoon.
Afternoon, lass. How can I help you?
I'm in need of a room for the night.
Aye, we aren't short of those. What night is it?
I shall need at least 2 nights, maybe more.
Aye, 'tis not a problem. 3 shillings per night, that should include your dinner and tea. I said newt for you here. You want a salamander or not?
A fair price.
I'll need that payment up front for the first 2 nights.
He's a serious-looking man. Here's my shillings. This is payment for the room.
Thank you. Can I ask your name, lass?
Thomasina Bateman.
Will Mr. Bateman be staying with us tonight? Master Bateman, if you know what I mean?
No, I'm not wed.
Can I be a master?
My assistant is arriving in Bewley tomorrow.
Your assistant, you say? Will be in any other room?
Please.
I'll keep a room spare. I'm not quite as nice as yours, I'm afraid.
Not a problem, I'm sure it will be adequate. Kenneth is a man of inexpensive taste.
Here's your key. Just go through the door to the right of the bar, then up the stairs. Room number 2.
Thank you.
Can I help you with your luggage?
No, thank you, sir. I can manage. I should go upstairs and freshen before Mr. Shoulder arrives. I should also ask about Mr. Shoulder.
Good afternoon, Miss Bateman. How can I help you?
Do you know a man called Leonard Shoulder?
I know the man.
I'm to meet him here tonight. Sorry, slightly phrased that weirdly.
Can I get you something to drink while you wait?
Not yet, thank you. Bye for now.
As you were.
I don't know what this is a painting of, but for some reason, I feel like I'm looking at a butt. I don't want to take it with me. What is it? It shows a Rubenesque figure brushing her hair. So maybe it is a butt. Quite unusual to see essential work in a room like this, so it is a butt. Most definitely is a butt. Do not have a key. A dreadful smell is emanating from the WC. I mean, it is a water closet. Ah, this shall do nicely. Time to change into something more comfortable. Lingerie, I think. Here I am in my long johns. With some fine breeches. Much better. A sturdy-looking thing, useful to carry many weary traveller. I've stored my case in there instead. A box within a box. 'Tis the nudie calendar. Has it been invented yet, miss? Oh, yes. A complimentary match is useful. I will take these. There's only 1 match left, though. Jammed shut. The wood must have warped over the years. There will be no opening of my drawers. I've hung my dress inside. Aside from that, the wardrobe is empty, so we shan't be opening it. Do not wish to carry the bowl with me. Don't care about the windows. Oh, there's a plate. Do not wish to take it. It's a decorative plate depicting a goat. A painting of surprising quality. It betrays a rocky outcrop overlooking a vast moor. Perhaps a local landmark. Perhaps not. Oh, a jug of water. For drinking or washing. This might come in handy, so I'll put the entire thing in my pants. It's just sloshing around on there. Miss Bateman, you've transformed. I feel far more comfortable in my outdoor clothing. You look one of those explorers you see in the newspaper. I guess you could call me an explorer of sorts. I'm Stanley Kemp. A pleasure to meet you, Stanley. And tell me, is your room adequate? Most adequate. Excellent. What can you tell me about Bewley? It's a quiet place.
People keep to themselves, work hard. I look forward to exploring the village tomorrow. There's not a lot to see, lass. But Sir Edmund's church is a fine building, worth a visit.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Kemp.
Well, I've been the proprietor of this inn for the last 16 years. I've worked as a drover all over the country in my younger days. Saved up my coin, bought this place.
'Tis a fine inn, or rather, it's a fine inn.
Thank you. I often run short of ale, but my rooms are rarely full. We don't get many outsiders wanting to stay overnight here in Beaulieu.
Has Mr. Shoulder arrived yet?
Still haven't heard head nor tail of him, Miss Bateman.
What can you tell me about Mr. Shoulder?
Oh, he's a quiet fellow. He only comes in here to check his post.
Yes, I've been corresponding with him using this address.
Oh, have you now? Have you found yourself an admirer?
Not quite.
What business do you have with old Leonard, then? And tell the truth.
Well, if you must know, I'm what some people call a barrow digger. That's not a phrase for a cunning linguist, you understand.
A what?
A barrow digger.
What in God's name's that?
Are you familiar with Tamuli?
With Timuli? Let's go with Timuli. Afraid not.
Barrow is another word for tumulus, or tumuli, in the plural. A profoundly interesting subject.
You've lost me.
I excavate ancient burial sites looking for relics. A barrow is traditionally a circular mound of raised earth, enclosing a burial chamber.
Oh, you're a grave robber.
I'm no such thing.
Don't worry, lass, I've met all sorts in here over the years. I won't tell anyone.
I assure you my goal is more noble than petty grave robbery.
What sort of relics do you find then? Gold, silver, bones?
Well, rarely gold or silver, but treasures certainly. Ancient pottery is the most common find. I've been excavating barrows all over the country. I'm documenting my findings in preparation for my book. It shall be called Vestiges of the Antiquities in Rural England.
Oh, aye, very interesting. What's old Leonard got to do with this?
He sent me a letter in which he told me about an unusual barrow in Beaulieu, a site called Hobbs Barrow. I'm meeting him this evening to find out more.
I've lived here nigh on my whole life, and I've not heard of Hobbs Barrow.
You sure you've never heard of Hobbs Barrow?
Not in my life, lass. But I'll tell you something, those moors stretch further than the eyes can see once you leave this village. There's no doubt many a discovery to be made.
Mr. Shoulder said the barrow is well known locally, a place of legend.
I'm afraid you're going to have to speak to him about that. Why are you interested in digging around the dirt, lass? Haven't you better things to do with your time?
I've enjoyed nothing more than the thrill of discovery, uncovering the past and piecing together our history. I've inherited this passion from my father.
Oh, barrow digger too, were he?
Indeed. He would take me with him on excavations as a child.
Does he still come with you now on your own adventures?
I'm afraid my father has been bedbound by an illness for many years.
Oh, sorry to hear that, lass.
Thank you, Mr. Kemp. He is well looked after at a private hospital. Thanks for your time.
As you were.
What do I do with my time?
Do you not... Oh, hello, old man.
Hello, sir.
Aye.
Do you know a Leonard Shoulder?
You're not local. You've come on that bloody train, haven't you? Bewley's going to the dogs.
My name is Thomasina Bateman, and you are?
None of your business, lass. Where's your husband?
None of your business, sir.
You're quite brave coming here on your own.
I'm a grown woman.
I'm Cyril.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Cyril. Do you know Mr. Shoulder?
That's none of your business, lass. I haven't come into your city poking around asking questions, do I? Man just wants to enjoy his own in peace.
I take it you're not enamoured with the railway station?
Bewley's going to be swarming with outsiders like you.
Sir, I could use your beard for kindling.
We don't want you coming here. It's as simple as that, lass.
Why not?
This is our town, our land.
I assure you I've not come here to cause trouble.
We'll see about that, won't we?
What can you tell me about Bewley?
We're a proud community. I've lived here my whole life. Not much here to interest folk like you.
Folk like me?
Aye.
Bye for now, peasant.
Ta-ra, lass.
Mr. Shoulder should really be here by now. I'll sit down and wait. Somewhere. I'm not sure where I'm sitting.
Folk like me, time to do a murder.
Yes. Where on earth is he? What a waste of time this is turning out to be. Oh, it's him.
Evening there, miss.
Not you again.
I just wanted to apologise for earlier. I deserved that slap. I'm sorry for my behaviour. The drink gets a hold of me sometimes.
Let's start again, shall we?
My name's Arthur Tillett.
Thomasina Bateman.
What brings you to Bewley, anyway?
I'm here to meet someone, but he has not arrived.
His loss, if you ask me.
Do you know the gentleman, Mr. Leonard Shoulder?
Oh, I know Mr. Shoulder, all right. If I may be so bold to say, he's a bit long in the tooth for you.
The relationship is not what you're implying. I would not rail him if... I've never met him. In fact, I know very little about him at all.
Get me an ale and I'll tell you all about the old sod.
One ale. Just one. Just one. Coming right up.
Thank you very much, Miss Bateman. I'll tell you all about Leonard Shoulder.
How can I help you? A tankard of your finest ale, Mr. Kemp, and maybe cut it with some water, if you know what I mean. The gentleman is rather sloshed.
Here you go. 2 pence, please. Thank you.
That was the last of my money. But Kenneth will be here tomorrow with more funds. And more fun. Oh, God! I think you should drink this.
What are you, mad girl? I want me a drink. Please?
An attempt was made. I don't want to get that wet. You don't want to get it wet? Here you are, Arthur. I really think the water... Oh. That hits the spot, that does, lass. Now then. Oh, Leonard Short. Arthur? Shit, I've killed him. Mr. Tillett. Oh, for heaven's sake, the man is in a drunken stupor. Oh, I knew I shouldn't have. Maybe I can rustle his pockets. He's not dead, just very drunk. I would like to hear what he has to say about Mr. Shoulder. But I guess that's not happening. Ooh. Dum. I do feel tired after my trip, and meeting with Mr. Shoulder must take priority. Maybe if I head back downstairs. The man. Oh, thought. I have the water after all. We can use it after all. Having some fun. What the hell was that for? You passed out, Mr. Tillett.
Oh, sorry, lass. Where was I? Leonard Shoulder. Hold on, I'm making for a piss.
This man's unbelievable.
It's been 45 minutes. And he still hasn't re-emerged. I feel like an hour has passed. Maybe more, considering what's going on. Perhaps I should go in there and check on him. Miss Bateman! My apologies, the ladies are closed due to faulty plumbing. You'll have to use the gents. Lovely. Very well. Mr. Tillett? Well, he's not using the urines. I would rather not get any closer. The smell of urine is nauseating. Sir? Mr. Tillett? Mr. Tillett, are you in there? No. Mr. Tillett? You weren't in the toilet next door? Oh, it's a kitty cat. Yes, precious. Oh, look at you. Well, you're not Mr. Tillett, but maybe I could call you Mr. Tillett. I'd rather not touch it. Oh, I want to touch it so badly. The thing stinks to high heaven. Well, we need to give it some love. The door opens a crack, but it appears to be blocked from the other side. Oh. I think I can hear someone moving around. Mr. Tillett? Arthur, are you out there? Judging by the draft coming from below, the door must lead outside. I should investigate further. I shall walk outside. Excuse me, kitty cat. I shall walk around the outside. Ooh, very lovely occlusions.
Excuse me, sir.
So, I love how I've turned the audio down, and yet, every now and then, they're back. A glove. A pearly white glove. It's certainly like anything Mr. Tillett was wearing, but I'll take it. Seems out of place. Hey, look. Someone's wedged the door shut. Ah, and it's midnight because my automatic lights just switched off. We will end soon. Oh, I love the cats in Baldur's Gate 3. Did Mr. Tillett leave, then block the door behind him? Something strange is going on here. How very dare he. Who is that old chap I saw outside the alley? He headed eastward. Maybe I could catch up with him and ask him if he saw Mr. Tillett. Well, let's go. Action Jackson. Sir! Sir! Oh, they've turned out their lights. The old man had disappeared into the darkness. I'd best turn back to the inn. I mean, I'm wet. That would be on the count of the rain, nothing else. I'm re-entering this pub soggy. Oh. Last orders. I should get some sleep. Finding the missing man of Bewley. Shall have to wait for the Barrow. Good night, Stanley. How can I help you? Have you seen Arthur Tillett? I thought he was with you. He went to the lavatory and has not returned. Ha! Sounds like Arthur Tillett. Don't worry, lass, he'll be back. Thanks for your time. As you were. Kenneth should be arriving tomorrow at midday. I should get some sleep. Oh, something happening. A lovely place to warm oneself. Okay, so the old man's gone. No, that's fine. We're fine. Let's go. We shall go to the sleep. I'm tired. Aren't we all? I shall track down Mr. Shoulder tomorrow. Miss Basement? Miss Basement. Yes, I'm Thomasina Basement. Off to bed. Yes, I'm afraid Mr. Shoulder has let me down. The rotter. Perhaps he'll make himself known tomorrow. I do hope so. This is turning into a waste of my time. Don't mind the locals, miss. It's just that we don't get a lot of visitors in Bewley. Quite. They mean well, believe me. Sure, Mr. Kemp. Please, call me Stanley. Oh, good night, Stanley. Sleep well, Miss Bateman. Ah, sleep. Perchance to why did I bother lighting the candle? Oh, here comes Kitty Cat. Hello? Please join my cat cult. Please join the cat cult. I sleep with you. Oh, yes, you can stay. You are beautiful, as are all cats. No worries, Stanley. Can you sign my Spider-Man comic? Here's the proper first day. Adventus. Adventus. There we go. We're going to save it just after she finishes speaking here. She finishes rubbing her eyes, stretching herself, raising her hands to the heavens. Such horrid dreams! Yes, stretch to the heavens, gal. It is midnight. Well, for me. My door's locked. Oh, bolted from the inside, just as I left it last night. As suspected, I must have dreamt of that wretched-looking cat. I must say I'm relieved. Right then. Let's see if I can track down the elusive Leonard Shoulder. I'm rather anxious to get to this Barrow. I also wonder what happened to Mr. Tillett. But that will have to wait for another time. My last save game was just boom. I think I've said enough. Alright, we're going to end the stream there. Actually, I'm going to see. We're going to see if there's anyone on the Twitch.